Whenever we are hearing someone talking about getting on the cloud or going to production, we are mostly thinking about security, but a lot of people like new companies and that's small and medium-sized companies and developers are mostly on hobby projects. They always like to reduce or minimize the cost of their production environment. And a very good tip I'll give you guys is to go serverless. But let's just wrap it up and talk about the Postgres Aurora database of Amazon. Basically, this is a database that will only be called when your application will need the database. Are we good to go? Let's just see how it actually works. For those used to working with Postgres server databases over the cloud, will actually be a different experience to hear about implementing serverless on the cloud. Here on AWS console, I can quickly click on my RDS to go to the RDS services. If you can't see it on your history, you can go to the services and just type RDS as you can actually see how I'm doing right now. Once you are inside RDS, you have a couple of suggestions of databases. Inside the AWS RDS services, we have a couple of options of databases. We have Aurora Postgres, we have MySQL, we have Oracle, Postgres, MariaDB, and so many. So for this one, we'll be going with Aurora Postgres compatible. There's also MySQL compatible, but that's not really what we'll be using for this one. Since it's a dev project, we'll be selecting the dev stack since it's something that we're doing for hobby. We'll change the name to just YouTube, just adding a couple of random numbers there. We'll leave the username to be Postgres, and also we'll be using the security managed key from AWS, which is actually the default which Aurora comes in with. And this is where the game changer happens, where we are having our serverless item, like our serverless checkbox here, um, or the radio button. We click on the serverless. So when it's not on serverless, you can see down here we are having an estimation of the price, which here is about $61. But if we go back up and we select the serverless radio, will be displayed now with something else, like nothing there with regards to the price. Because when you are working with serverless on AWS, you're being billed for every 1 million queries that are happening on your platform or whatever resource that you're actually using. We have a couple of other serverless resources on AWS. We have Lambda also, which is a very popular feature. We go to the connectivity section. I'll be using IP version 4, nothing different. For the VPC, I'll take the secondary VPC just for this particular case. You can select any VPC of your choice. And I will also choose another subnet code which I created before this video. I will make my database publicly accessible and choose also a different VPC security group. The VPC group Django AWS workshop contains the SSH port open, the HTTPS, HTTP, and also the Postgres port as well. Yes, I will not need the availability zone for this particular one. The certificate of authority, I will just leave it like I'll just leave all the other data to remain there as default. Yeah, performance insight. You can decide to enable it or disable based on your needs, but I'll just disable it. It will not really be useful, and I'll just go with the other values as they appear. It actually takes a very longer amount of time as compared to server databases to be running on AWS, but we can quickly get our database up and running. Let me show you how it actually looks in the inside. This is the structure of the database. You see, there is no thing that much different. We have our credentials. That's the endpoint. Yeah, and we also have the credentials managed by another service of AWS, and it's currently creating. We'll just give it some times and come back to it later. And now we're back, and we can clearly notice the databases have been created and they are available and ready to use. But we'll still look a couple of things with regards to it. It's always good. I don't know about you, but I'm always curious and very excited by such new functionalities. It's not that too new, but every discovery is a new thing. So we have two endpoints for connectivity, which we'll not really be using that much in this tutorial. We're using the general endpoint. We have a writer endpoint and a reader endpoint, as you can see. I think I need to get better when it comes to drawing. I'm messing up with this pencil. But anyways, that's really not the focus for this. Let me display my credentials. We have our credentials there, and I will show you the AWS Secret Manager where everything happens. So we'll get the username from here, and we'll also get the endpoint as well from here. But for the password, it will be handled by the other service, which is currently loading. So once the page has loaded, we can see there's a retrieve secret value there. Once we click on it, we have a username and a password, and that's the password that we'll be using to connect to our database. Let me just copy all these credentials and put it on a text file. Let me open my notepad. It will really be useful throughout the end of this tutorial. I'm having my endpoint, and I'm having the username as well. And the password, the username I will just put the postgres, and for the password I will just leave it, and I come first, I copy the password, I paste it, and the endpoint on the other tab, and that's my endpoint. So I have almost everything ready to freely connect. Let me just test now if my database is working, or if my project if my AWS service can actually connect using my local computer. One aspect when you're connecting to remote services or remote databases is that it might sometimes be lagging, like it might a little bit be slow depending on your network. And today my network is really not the best. So I can quickly add a new server here. I register a new server. How can I call it? Um, Let me just go with AWS Aurora AWS. Yeah, no much difference. I paste my host name, um, username, maintenance database. I can leave it. For my password, I go and copy my password from my notepad and quickly paste it, and I save it. And here we can go. And you can see once I've saved it, I can quickly explore the whole setup of the database. I can see there are only two databases, the two default databases created by AWS. I can also create my new database that I'll be using for this tutorial. Let's call it Django, just simply Django. Okay, and I can start now a new Django project. I'd rather use Git Bash for this, for some of my reasons, which I will not also call in this video. I will maybe do another video for it, but let's navigate to our directory, personal, YouTube, and yeah, let's try to activate our virtual environment. It looks like I have had an issue creating my virtual environment before. So let me just remove it, like delete it and recreate back from scratch. I can run my python -m venv, then the name of the virtual environment should be .venv for this one. It actually takes a small amount of time. Now my virtual environment is ready, and I can proceed now to activate it. Something's happening. I think I will just use source since Git Bash is mostly a Linux based batch. And there is it. I will move now. I will install now Django. With this my bad net. I'm poor network like this. I guess this thing will take some time. I'll just speed it up. Now my Django has been installed successfully. I can now create a new Django project. We'll just have a simple project here. It's nothing big, so it will be a bonus for this video. Django admin start project. Let's call the project YouTube, and let's be patient for this to actually start. Toot, 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 toot. Oh, our project is ready. That is it. Uh, I'm not sure I'm having three installed on my computer, but let's just have a try. Oh, it's not working. Anyways, we'll see it or we'll check after that later. My interest here will be with regards to the content of the setting file. That's where I will have to change my database service. So yeah, I just want to show you guys how I can quickly and easily change my database and be using a serverless database on my Django project. Yeah, by default Django comes in with SQLite 3, but we'll be using Postgres for this one. So I have something that I've prepared already with the credentials on it. So this is how my database will be looking like. Small emphasize. I will not be using. I'll not be allowing any of these stuff that I've created to turn. So immediately I'll be done with this tutorial to be deleted. So I've changed now my database to Postgres, and I can run now my Python manage.py. I think I should first run the run server. Yeah, I should first run the run server just for us to be able to see if it's working. But let's first inspect the Django and see if there are any tables there, the Django database. And this is how things will actually look like on our PG admin. You can see the tables are empty. Let's do a Python manage.py run server just to be sure that our application is running. I'm doing everything live so you guys can be able to clearly see that I'm not doing something in the background so you can check also the progress of the time. Feel free to do that. It's taking some time to actually start up because I'm trying to reach out to a remote database. Okay, our application is running. Let's carry this and drop on our browser and see the output. Copy and paste. It will also take some time to start. I'm working with very poor internet connection today. That's really bad for me. So as you can see in the background is currently running, and we have our our terminal that is showing us a proof of it running. You can also see we have 18 unapplied migrations, which will proceed now to do the migrate and create our database tables. The migrations are currently going on. You can see we have content types, we have 01 initial, we have auth tables, we have sessions. Let's give it a time to finish. Mm, okay, we're done. I think we should now go on our PG admin and see if the table content has changed. You can see we have our tables, so we successfully achieved what we wanted. If you like and love this tutorial and you want maybe more, just follow me or you can subscribe depending on where you will see this. And don't forget to drop in the comment section your thoughts about this video, something I should make better or so, or something different. And any video that you would like to see or to learn about, drop it in the comment section as well.